How would you assess how the offensive line has played in the last couple of weeks? Is it up to the standards you want? And Liam's play as well seemingly has improved.
I think the guys are working hard. I think they're making improvements as a unit, well individually and as a unit, and I think they're going to continue to just try to get better on a daily basis. Um, it's a young group, and they're developing, getting a lot of experience, and I think they're improving every day.
And one quick follow on that. Was a decision, do you think, to move Rob Hunt to guard this year, in your mind, in Lem's mind, has that been validated? Do you think he is at the right place? Are you glad you did it? Do you think he's playing at a high level?
I think Rob works hard every day. I think he tries to help the team as best he can, and that's what we ask of all our players.
Do you think that pass protection is maybe a step ahead of run blocking at this point?
You're talking overall with the entire unit.
For the offensive line, yeah.
Um, what was the question again?
Do you think that pass protection is perhaps a step ahead of where run blocking is?
Um, Look, I think our guys work hard. I think they're improving in all areas: pass protection, run blocking, getting out on screens. Um, yeah, I think our guys work hard, and they'll continue to work hard in all areas.
Brian, and I might be wrong, but the presumption that this time of year practices would taper a little bit, given just wear and tear on bodies and where you are in the calendar and all that. How has Tua been able to be so effective and so sharp, guessing that you guys aren't having the same number of reps you would have, say, in July or earlier in the season?
I think he's preparing the right way. I think he's getting a good amount of reps in practice. That always helps. Practice walkthroughs, meetings. Um, he watches extra film and showing up on the field.
One of the things that players and coaches have said a lot this week is about the opportunity to self-scout. And I was wondering if you can kind of dive into explaining some of the things that you guys, look for and what exactly goes into the self-scout.
Really everything. Our operation as a coaching staff, how we practice, how we schedule things. Obviously on the field, first down, second down, third down, red zone, 2 minute, 4 minute, punt return, field goal protection. I mean, really everything. And what are some things we can do better? What are some things that we should continue to do? Some things we should stay away from. What are the best things individual players do within a coverage or a concept offensively? Who our best blockers are in a return game? Who our best blockers are in a run game? Who our best protectors are? I think you kind of go through all of that.
I guess it's a constant throughout the year. I think self-scout's probably a term that gets used more in a bye week than any other week of the season. But is it more in depth?
Yeah, certainly more in depth. I mean, when you have an opponent coming up, there's only so much you can, time. I mean, there's only so much time, so we have more time to devote to, us and what we've done in certain, situations throughout the year, as opposed to, where we'll be working on the run game for the Jets, or third down for the Jets, or punt protection for the Jets. So.
How do you sort of assess and evaluate the opportunity to tendency break versus, oh, you know what, we do this a lot in this situation because it works. We don't need the tendency break that.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of good coaches in this league. I think anything you do, there's something to beat it. So that's just the game. The game's, that's just how the game is. If you play a coverage, there's something that beats that coverage. So I try to basically assume that our opponents are looking at that, and they'll try to come up with some answers.
One area where I'm sure you want improvement still is the run game. It's a 3.3 per carry now. Are you optimistic that Phillips' ankle will be healthy enough for him to be a factor the last 4 games? And your thoughts overall on where the run game is?
Yeah, I think it's an area we need improvement. I think we'll keep trying to keep putting an emphasis on it, keep running it, and hopefully we'll get the improvement necessary to get the results we're looking for.
And with Philip, does it look like he'll be able to be healthy enough to help you?
We got a walkthrough today. He'll be part of the walkthrough, and we'll see how he feels next week.
What do you think of Coach Flores getting the AFC East?
I think Mike's. I thought he punted well the other day. Helped us from a field position standpoint. I think he's gotten better over the course of the year, and we needed those kicks, and it was a big part of the game on Sunday.
Named your guys' nominee for the Walter Payton Man of the Year award. I just wanted to see if you would speak on what that nomination means and just kind of what he does here in the community in South Florida.
I think it's being nominated to be Walter Payton Man of the Year it's a great honor. I think it kind of highlights the player on the field, but more importantly off the field and in the community. And I think Jerome's made an impact, obviously, with our team on the field, but certainly in the community as well. I'm just thinking about the Haiti situation. I know he was very involved in helping them during that situation, and he does a lot for the community. So I'm proud of him for that, and it's certainly an honor for him to be nominated.
Will either Will Fuller or Malcolm Brown participate in the walkthrough today? Is there any change in what they're now able to do compared to what they couldn't do in recent weeks?
Yeah, I mean, no, they won't be part of the walkthrough today.
Ryan, knowing you, your attitude and how hard you go, how hard you coach, is it difficult to stop for this week, to take this time off for you?
In some ways, yes. You get on a routine. I try to stay on my routine, so I've been watching the Jets, trying to stay on my routine, but without a game, I would say it's a little bit. Someone who tries to go, I think it's something that's tough, but I'll spend the weekend with my family. And
To have you these days for them after that Jets game?
Maybe.
I'm sorry, I thought you
No,
just read the pause. In other sports, guys talk about getting on rolls. Basketball, a shooter gets hot, baseball, hitter gets hot, these sorts of things. Can that happen in football? Particularly, like X has said that he feels on a roll again. He can't manufacture an interception. The ball has to be thrown his way, and he has to make a play. But is there something to that? How a guy can get hot in football as well, and just whether it's karma or whatever, the things just sort of break for him.
Look, it's the ultimate team sport, so if you're talking individually, I don't. It's just not an individual game. So if somebody can get hot in basketball and make every shot, go out there and hit 4 home runs, that can happen. In football, you need help. Somebody's got to throw you the ball. Somebody's got to block for you. Somebody's got to rush. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that have to happen. So team game, and a lot of people got to play well to get the results you're looking for. A lot of people got to communicate. A lot of people have to trust each other. So it's different. That's kind of the beauty of the game. And that's kind of my take on that.
With so much time before your next game, is there such thing as over preparation, or looking at too much film, too much time?
I think that's case by case and person by person. You may need to watch 10 minutes and be good. I may need a little bit longer. So, I've heard that before. Over prepare. I think everyone's a little bit different. I think that was the case when we were all in school. Some guys, and I was good at math, so I didn't really need to, spend a lot of time on that. There's some people who aren't good at math and need to spend more time. I was no good at science, so I had to spend more time on that. So, maybe I had to over prepare for. I think it's case by case. So, each person individually, I think, has to kind of figure out what they need. And only that individual person knows whether or not they've over prepared or not. That's kind of my feeling on that.
Yeah, so you're not like telling players, okay, take some time away from the game. Don't study this every single day. Don't oversaturate your mind.
No, I'm just certainly telling them to take some time, relax, get off their feet, get some rest, get away from it. I think you need that too, and you need balance. I thought you were talking about just a normal week.
Oh no, I meant like during a bye week, or even the mini bye, or just when you have so much time before your next opponent. Like, is there such thing as being too prepared or studying too much, like you were saying in school?
Yeah, I think it's case by case. Yep. Nice.